I don't think any of you can yet appreciate why this is going to be, in some places, unintentionally hilarious. Okay, so this is the books and makeup tag. This is the entirety of any makeup I own, and it is a lot less than you think. It's not like this is very big. I have absolutely nothing on my face right now. As you can tell, my bits of acne are in full view. I'm a little sweaty from being at the rink. Let's do this. Primer. You think I use primer? That's funny. Closest we'll get to primers anytime I'm either out of the gym, out of the rink, or if I am going to put on makeup. I always clean my face. These are Garnier Skin Active Refreshing Remover Cleansing Towelettes with peppermint. Instantly removes impurities and makeup and revitalizes skin. It's got peppermint and grapefruit in it, and it's really good for the skin. I use this or like micellar water wipes because they really do just like take all the gunk off my skin. So for this one, it is a book that left a lasting impression, which is difficult because many books for me leave a lasting impression. But I think just really quickly looking at my shelves, I'm gonna say Revolution by Jennifer Donnelly left a huge impression on me when I read it. And I still adore it to this day, especially the audiobook, which is fantastic if any of you haven't tried it. And there's something with the emotional journey of that book that I adored. Foundation. Wait, I have this one. Okay, for foundation I have the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free and Balance Foundation Combination Skin Stick. I do kind of have normal to combination skin. I'm particularly oily in my T-zone and down on my chin, but my cheeks can get dry. It's strange. This is in the shade Ivory, because I haven't gotten a tan recently. Except I don't really use this like foundation. I use it like concealer. So maybe we should just wait on that until we get to concealer. But for foundation, it's favorite first book in a series. I'm trying for this video to not go to my usuals like Red Rising, Harry Potter, and tons of those. So for this one, I actually chose Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. I really, truly enjoyed that first book. I think it set up the world, it set up Laini Taylor's writing style and the weird kind of mythology of everything really well. Sorry, that was my flatmate. So now we're on to concealer, and since I just told you I use this foundation as concealer, let's go. Everybody's gonna scream because of how I use this. Normally I do this in the large mirror that's in my room, but we're just gonna do it here because why not? My favorite is for concealer, it's a character you wish you could get rid of. Rowan from the Throne of Glass series. I hated Rowan from the moment he showed up in Heir of Fire, and it got progressively worse as the series went on. One of the reasons I really don't like Rowan, he is the prototypical asshole-ish alpha male who behaves like a dick to the protagonist. Except he has a tortured past, so I'm supposed to immediately like him. And frankly, fun fact, this is where I keep any brushes and tools that I have, which is a slim collection, let me tell you. Unfortunately, I never warmed to Rowan. Not through the entirety of the series. So of course you can imagine, through most of Heir of Fire, I was irritated with him. By the time we got to Queen of Shadows, and that shitstorm happened, I was furious with his character, so I really wish I could get rid of him. I wish I could get rid of the entire side plot of Fairyland and that nonsense, but we can't have nice things. Powder. Y'all think I use powder? Okay, you're gonna realize how little I put on my face and how little makeup I own, but I don't own powder. I don't bake my face because there's nothing on my face. Favorite last book in a series. This is a new one recently for me. I'm gonna say Bright We Burn by Kiersten White. This is the third book in the Conqueror Saga series, and I'm actually hoping to do a series review for that because I absolutely adored it. There was something about Bright We Burn that was this incredible finale to what had been two very long and intense, consistently moving books, and it was such a fitting end for all the characters. I was like, yeah, I'm actually really okay with this, because I wasn't entirely sure how Kiersten White was going to end it, given that it is a historical fiction book where the character of Vlad Dracul is instead Lada Dracul. So it's basically a girl. And I kind of know a bit of the history of Vlad Dracul, or Vlad III, the inspiration for Dracula. So I really wasn't sure how she was going to end it, and I really thought it was good, even if I was like angry about characters who did or didn't die, etc., etc. But I was like, no, that was a really good finale. It was fitting for all the characters, which was impressive. Eyebrows. I don't own eyebrow pencils or gel or pomade. Do I even look like I wax or tweeze these things? I just let my eyebrows live on my face. Please. But Eyebrows is a book that you think everybody should read. There are many I could list, but one that I really want to list is The Count of Monte Cristo. I think it's because for me, it is one of the best, if not the best, revenge story, because it is so complex, so well thought out, and no movie has ever truly been able to capture it because it is a massive book, by the way. This is my copy right here, and the paper is thin because to try and squish everything in there. But it is so good. I always recommend it, while also noting it is long. It was written several centuries ago, so it's a different writing style. Dumas got paid by the line. There's a lot of dialogue. But I always recommend it because I think it's such a good story. It's one of the few massive books my younger brother read and absolutely loved, and he's not a reader, so that says a lot. Eyeshadow. I don't own any eyeshadow. Normally I do have at least one palette. But my most recent palette that I had was by ELF, or Elf Cosmetics, and the fallout and the kickback on those shadows was so bad that I got rid of it. I was just like, look, it wasn't that expensive anyway, but I got rid of it. I am actually in the process of ordering one of the palettes out of the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill collaboration. I got Ring the Alarm, which I'll show here. It's not here. I didn't want to wait for it because honestly, if we're talking about an everyday, something I'm gonna wear, this is pretty effing close, so let's not bother. But Eyeshadow is a book that has your favorite colors. My favorite color in the world is Periwinkle Blue, and like something close to the Crayola crayon, Periwinkle Blue. I don't have any books that really have that shade of blue on it, but one of my favorite blue covers is the UK cover for Strange the Dreamer. It's got blue and it's got gold, which is another one of my favorite colors, and it's so pretty. So pretty. I adore those colors. The fact that eyeliner is not on here offends me. So this is Mascara, which is a long book. And for that, I'm going to pick Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. That book is a fucking tome. It is huge. Where do I even have it? It's hidden up out of frame. I had to move it, it's so large. Well, I don't have mascara, but I do have eyeliner, which is, I had to order a new one. Look at, this is very low right now. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide-On Pencil in the shade Corrupt, which is a dark reddish brown with silver metallics in it. And I like this because I don't wear black eyeliner. I don't wear black eyeliner because it tends to be very harsh on my face. So dark browns are a lot better. And so I will stop talking while I briefly apply this because I can't really talk and apply this. I'm hopeless, okay?
This is Mad from the future in the process of editing this video, and I realized my comment that there was no eyeliner question seemed very odd. So I went and double-checked the video that I pulled the question list from, and I'd handwritten them, and I, for some reason, forgot to write down the eyeliner question. It was there, so I apologize for saying there wasn't. There was. And the question for eyeliner was a dark and mysterious book, and for this one I would have chosen The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. It is an incredible, dark, and kind of gothic mystery set in the 20th century in Spain, and it's absolutely incredible, especially the audiobook, if you have not listened to it. So, sorry, I'm a dumbass.
Yeah. It's so hot, I'm sweating in my room. Okay, I do not wear a lot of eyeliner. I just like to put a little kind of in my waterline down on the bottom. So there we go. Though I will put a little on top, and this is another 24/7 Glide-On pencil. This is actually a shadow pencil, but I use it more like eyeliner. This is in the shade Rehab. It is a even lighter brown. And this is what I might often sometimes put on my top lash if I'm flying, if I'm feeling it. Why not? Okay. Not much going on here. Bonk. Yay! Don't we love when I do tags where I don't have any of the product? Blush. I don't own blush. Let's just face it, I don't own any makeup. A book that had a cringe-worthy romance. I've talked about this. The romance is icky and I hate it. Next, highlighter. Oh wait, I own that. This is Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is his Skin Frost highlighter in Siberian Gold, which is a rose gold. I don't wear highlighter a lot. What a shock. Oh God, I'm always terrible opening this, which is sad. So like this pan of highlighter is massive. I really just also love that it has a mirror for if I'm not there at mine. If I'm gonna do a little highlighter, we might as well. I really just stick it on my cheeks, and I don't need to use a lot because honestly, this shit is shiny. Like, I am putting so little product on, and yet it achieves everything I need, because I tend to go for, I'm wearing makeup, but it probably might not look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. Silver Highlighter was a book that brightened your day, especially because I just watched the film adaptation of this on Netflix, and it is so fucking good. To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. I mean, that whole trilogy, honestly, but they're so charming. I love them to pieces. It was just, ugh, and that film adaptation was perfection. Did I watch it multiple times in one day? Yes. Am I sorry? No. All right, we're coming to the final one where I can actually show off product I own. That is lipstick. Okay, if I own anything, I own lipsticks. So this is my lipstick collection. They are mostly nudes, kind of pinky nudes, because I like to wear things that are unobtrusive, with the exception of my one red lipstick, which I think I have worn in videos, and is my holy grail of lipsticks. It is Boss, the shade Boss from Smashbox or 24/7, like long wear liquid matte, which is fantastic. But in general, we've got, let's see here. 3 different matte nudes. These are from ColourPop. 2 slightly darker mauve/reds from ColourPop, 1 satin, 1 matte. 2 metallics from ColourPop, which are both kind of in the rose gold and rosy family. We have 1 lippy stick from ColourPop. This is their shade Lumiere. It's supposedly matte, but it takes a while to dry down. And then 1 of Jeffree Star's Velour liquid lips in a shade I won't say. But let's start first. I'm going to scrub my lips. And try not to eat too much of this because it's edible and that's dangerous. So, this is your favorite book kiss. Now, I sort of almost made my living here complaining about romances and novels. Oh, that should not be as tasty as it is. And that's true. I don't usually have interest in romance. I'm super picky about them. So finding a favorite book kiss, it's a lot harder than you think. Not because like, oh, I have so many to choose from. It's like, no, I'm just so effing picky about it. You're never gonna really find any. This is from ELF Cosmetics. This is lip primer, and it's called Plumper. I don't know. It just kind of smooths everything out along with the lip scrub. So I always put this on if I'm gonna wear lipstick. So favorite book kiss, I really had to rack my brain. Think about book kisses where I, like, when it happened, I was like, yes, finally, like, so good. And then one of the first ones that came to mind, and I have them in ebook, and I feel bad because right now I can't remember the name of the last book. But the trilogy is The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Rae Carson. I adore that series and the book kiss. I will not say who it is between because that's spoilers. What do I want to use? I mean, I'm probably gonna be wiping all this off in a hot second anyway. You know, let's go for that This is one of my newer ColourPop metallics. This is in the shade Queen, Kween, and I just always think of Michelle Kwan because she is the queen. So, the book Kiss, Girl of Fire and Thorns series. I don't even think it arrives till like the third book because these characters are in a position, like understanding position, where they can't really be trading smooches. And they have such a good, angsty, slow burn romance. And like, I cannot tell you how great it was. And I just died when they kissed because I had been shipping it so hard from the first book, even though Ray Carson sort of tries to make it seem like they might not be the ship. We don't know. They were the ship. We all knew. We all knew. That's good. It's better. The first time I tested this, I had to go over in 2 coats, and I was like, that's annoying. Yeah, could be worse. This is a more dramatic shade than I usually go for anyway. But yeah, Girl of Fire and Thorns, Ray Carson. When that kiss happened, girl, I got weak. It was so good. There you go. Books and makeup tag. I own no fucking makeup. So I think actually I really just did this as a joke. To be like, look at how little makeup I own. Look at how little I put on my face. Look at how much you actually see of my absolute bare ass naked face. Which is probably more information than you ever needed to know, but was probably also already obvious to most people because I usually look sweaty and like garbage on this channel, so like, yep. I mean, yeah. All I can say is just don't come at me for how garbage I am at applying makeup and how my techniques are probably horrifying to most people who actually use makeup. And how I just don't own makeup. Thanks for watching me ramble today. If you'd like to see more from me, go ahead and click that button with my face on it. It'll take you to my channel where I ramble about a whole lot of different things. Got some thoughts of your own? Go ahead and leave them down in the comments. And make sure that if you want to see more ramblings from me, you click that little subscribe button. That's it for me today, you guys, so until next time, cheers.